NXCAD software training. In today's session, we are going to see about the mouse button 3 shortcut key buttons in detail. So let's start. So in the zoom option, just to make a right click and you can go for zoom, or else you can press the middle mouse button to control forward and backward. So it will let you to zoom in and zoom out. Go for the zoom option, put a window to the specific location, it can zoom it. Suppose you wanted to go for the pan option, click on the pan option. You can move the screen from one place to another place. It's not a component movement, please understand. So it's only a screen movement. Similarly, when you go for the rotate option, so we are rotating the screen, not the component. So you see now the XYZ axis along with the WCS also it will rotate. So that means we are rotating the screen, not the component. And you can zoom in and zoom out even when you are in the rotate option as well. So now I'm zooming in, zooming out, and as well as I'm rotating. So all the options together you can do it. It's not like a one operation at a one instant. So now I'm going for trimetric operation. So now we are going to see about update display. Update display, generally it is used to understand the component, that whether it has some distortion in the edges or any faces. For example, when you zoom any particular location, the edges or faces may look like it got scattered. So that is because of the graphics card issue. So to make sure that there is no distortion in the faces or edges, this update display button is used. If you make a right click on update display, that edges will look like appropriately. The filter can be changed to something else other than the body or faces or edges, so that it may not get selected. Now you can see there is a distortion in the face. So now I'm making a right click and I'm going for update display. Here you can see the clear edges and faces. So now we are going to see about lock rotations. The lock rotation will work based on the option of set rotation reference only. So that what we need to do is, first we have to set the rotation reference button. Then we can check that whether the component can be rotated or not. So now I'm doing lock rotation. The screen cannot be moved or rotated. Only the pan option is possible. The rotation option, it will not work. So this is about lock rotation. The lock rotation will lock the screen. So unless until we clear the rotation point, unless until we unlock it, the screen cannot be rotated. So now I'm clearing the rotation reference, clear rotation point. That option, once you click it, the rotation can be made in any direction. Let's see about true shading. True shading lets us to give the real visualized images kind of shading. So the component, when we do the true shading, it will look like this. So this is like a photorealistic image. So this is especially used only for the purpose of customer presentations. Say about rendering style. So in the rendering style, shaded with the edges means the body will be shaded along with the edges. The next option in the rendering style is the shaded. When we do the shaded, the body will be with the shaded image but without any edges visibility. Wireframe with the dim edges means the body will be with the wireframe along with the dim edges. The dim edges means the internal portions will be shown with the ash color.
that is called wireframe with dim edges. And the next one is wireframe with hidden edges. The wireframe with hidden edges means body will be in the wireframe and the hidden edges means the internal portion won't be visible. Only the external body will be visible, that too with the wireframe condition. So the static wireframe means the body will be shown in the wireframe, internal as well as external. That is called static wireframe. And the studio means it's a photorealistic image, so that can be used to show for the customer presentation purpose. So it's like when we are setting the light in different directions and when we are applying a material for the particular solid body, then based on the material and the lighting, the reflections will be there. The material color also will be applied so that it will give you a very good impression. So that is how the studio is used. The face analysis and the partially shaded option can be used only with the object display. With the aid of object display, we can control it. So let's see about the face analysis first. So here you are going to use object display. So when we are about to use this face analysis, some of the faces has to be shaded, so that we are going to use two options here. One is partially shaded and as well as face analysis. Both options we are going to look at now. So now I am going to shade only one particular surface which I intended to do. So I am selecting one of the surface over here. The front face I have selected here. I am going for a different color. So I'm choosing a cyan color and then I'm giving OK. So here you can see that partially shaded option is there, that I'm turning on, and the face analysis also I'm turning on. Wireframe display, and these options I'm just showing you. So here you can see, so those two options I have turned on already, and then I'm going to give OK. So once I done that, the face got colored with the cyan color now. So now you can see, even if we do wireframe also, we can able to see the body along with the shaded condition. So now I am going for, so by this way only the partially shaded and the face analysis are used. So generally the partially shaded option will be used only for the purpose of assembly. In the assembly, when we are looking at the model in the wireframe condition also, some of the faces we may be intended to show with a shaded condition. So during those occasions only we will go for this partially shaded option to use it. So to do that, we have to control the model with the object display. Let's see about the background. The background is the screen color. The background of the screen color is generally it is in the ash color. Suppose we wanted to change it into different styles, we can change the color. So for example, we have a light background. If we go for the light background color, so the color will be as shown. So if we go for the graduated light gray background, so then it will be little bit on the upper side, it will be little bit ash color, and bottom side it will be in the white color. Suppose if we go for the graduated dark gray background, so gray background along with the black background, mixed one will be there. So then the last one is dark background. It will show you completely as a full block color. So these are all the background colors. Suppose if you want to change the background color into red or yellow or blue or something, some other colors, we have a settings for that we will see when we are coming for the upcoming classes. So regarding the background color, when you want to change the color into different colors like a red, blue, orange or something like that, then we can, there is a settings for that we will see in the upcoming classes. And the next one is actually we have a orient view and a replace view. These two options we'll see as a separate session, since we have seen most of the options now, so I do not want to mix up. So in the next session we will see about replace view and orient view as a separate session. So now we will move on to set rotation reference. We already seen. Repeat command means nothing. So whatever the options we have used until now, everything will keep repeating. Last 10 options will get repeated. So if you want to reuse the same options, we can reuse it. So that is what repeat command. The undo option lets you to undo the things what we have done. Undo means nothing, it's undone. So as I said, in the next session, we are going to see about what is orient view and what is replace view. What is the difference between these two? That's what we are going to see. And we have completed all the GUI and shortcut menus and all the customization buttons and all the shortcuts as well we have completed. So in the next session, after this model view and orient view, we are going to start with our sketch. So sketch, we are going to see in the professional way how we are going to do the modeling. The same way I am going to teach it. So keep following me. If you have any doubts or clarifications, please write or comment. My email ID is ns.sureshg@gmail.com. Please subscribe to my channel, NSCAD Software Training. Click on the bell icon to get the notification. Thank you.